Hi gardeners. I'm not sure if you can hear the fan in the background. I'm sorry if it's loud. My AC went out, so that's how we're surviving in the middle of July right now until the repairman can come. But I mentioned in my previous video that while I was on vacation, my husband picked the very first Ridge Gourd for me, and I am going to peel it, see what's inside. So if you've never heard of Ridge Gourd, I don't blame you. I didn't either. I traded a stranger for Loofa seeds, and they sent me Ridge Gourd seeds as well as bonus seeds. And can't complain about bonus seeds. But they said it can be used just like Luffa. If you let it grow and dry on the vine, crack it open, there's a sponge inside, just like Luffa. If you harvest it super young, just like Luffa, you can actually eat it before it becomes like really fibrous. But that's like almost immediately after it blooms. I wanted to get the sponge out of it, so I let mine dry, and my wonderful husband picked it for me while I was out of town. And now that I'm home, I can't wait to crack it open. Well, this is a lot harder than I expected. It's kind of like trying to peel a sticker off the bottom of a mug. But I cut the end off and all the seeds just poured right out. So that's neat. Okay, well, my hands are sore. I need to take a break. Already cut me. So, I'll be back at this in a little while. So I did some Googling. There's not much info out there on using the Ridge Gourd for its sponge. Most of it's eating the Ridge Gourd, but I found one that said to soak it before peeling it to make it a little easier. So we're gonna give that a try. Okay, so I let it soak for about 4 hours. Let's give this another go. Hopefully it goes a little easier. My poor hands hurt. Oh wow. 10 out of 10 recommend soaking before peeling. That was 1,000 times easier. It still came out in kind of small chunks, but it came off. It wasn't coming off before. Okay, so now I need to wash it and then let it dry completely. You can cut it into smaller pieces for this part. I'm going to. But I didn't really notice the slime when I first started peeling this dry. But when it was wet, very noticeable. They kind of have a slimy texture to them, and you have to wash it to get rid of that slime, or else you're just going to be transferring that slime to whatever you use these for. You can see the sponge texture in there. All these little holes are where the seeds were. So I just picked out the rest of the seeds and cut them into manageable sections. So I just put some dish soap and water in a bowl and kind of just zhuzhing these around in the soapy water, rinsing and repeating until I no longer really feel that slight slime. But the water is steadily getting more clear the more times I do this. I've rinsed it only once so far. So I'm thinking 3 rinses should be good. And just like that, they look like the loofah you'd buy in the store. Now you just need to let these dry out completely, and after every use, make sure they dry out completely, because just like any sponge, all these nooks and crannies can harvest bacteria if they don't dry out. So yeah, Ridge Gourd, extremely similar to Luffa. Moral of the story? Soak them before trying to peel them. They're a lot harder to peel than Luffa. And thanks for joining me. This was a unique first for me. See you next time.